You're glad to see us.
Okay, second attempt going live. Hopefully this one works. Onwards. Let's go on the track. Let's put some laps in. Might be dark at Dragon Trail. This could be interesting. Oh, I forgot how rear light the GTR was.
Once again, we made it last.
Once again, we meet at last, Pedro. Good to see you, buddy. Feel free, I'm doing some lobbies. Feel free to come and say hello. Come and join in, buddy. I'm just going to run out. I'm going to run out of tyres, but I'm pushing the tyres probably too hard on an outlet. Peter Griffin. Dan Normal. Damn it. Is he the one that I told to introduce his dick to an electric socket? That's absolutely horrific, Pedro. You should not be allowed to do that. I might actually take this one off of comms. I'm not sure yet. I'm having a little race by myself at the moment. I might join you in a bit, though. Damn it. Thanks, man. Thanks, man. Oh. I'm blue, abadida-ba-die. And I will not sing unless I have to. Supra time, is it? Well, I'm going to stick with the GTR then. I don't know if it's OP here or not. I just don't want to race the Supra. Okay, apparently Miss Hawkeye is on her way. Sweet. Was that dude driving either an AMG or the R8? Because the R8, I remember in GT Sport, was a pain in the butt. He's not going to move out of the way, is he? Is he blocking or moving out of the way? He's blocking. In practice. Noob. Ah, we all got to start somewhere, I guess. Come on, push those times. Let's see what we can get. Okay, the GTR is still very tail happy if you get it wrong. For instance. Let's go. Quite why we haven't got wet around here, I don't know. Well, you can drive, Pedro. And I know you can. Oh, come on. Just clip the barrier. Lima says the peas are in the oven, aka the fridge easer. The fridge easer. I've never heard that term before. It's a new one, Cass. That Katie really is a Kate astrophy, isn't she? Funny though. How are you doing though, Cass? All in yourself? All good? This might not be the right car for this course. Very tail happy. I don't care. Is actually, quite frankly, loose. She made it up. She's quite frankly lost her damn mind. Yeah. Oh, it's entertaining though, isn't it? Very entertaining. Oh, that was pretty damn sweet through there. I'm glad you're all good, mate. Oh, Sarah will be here eventually. Takes a half hour to set up the PlayStation. And the wheel. No, 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 no! Oh, all's on for a good lap. Never mind. Whoa, lag. Pedro, you're all over the place, man. Alfred seems to be quite stable. S Racing Red 5 seems quite stable. Pedro, you're all over the place, dude. All wrapped up and currently baking. I'm going to have to do you another redeem, Sarah. It would be, on my way, dear. I'll have to do that. I have to find somewhere to fit it in. Pedro, the course went right there, buddy. You spin my head right round, don't know the lyrics, Yeah, I know the one. Help is on the way, dear. Help is on the way. I'll just put... I've got a clip ready for Katie if she comes back on the stream, Cass, if you want to tell her that. I'm not sure I want to race the GTR. I'm going to risk the BR's Z. Just make sure I've got the right tyres on. Do you know what? I'm going to go mediums. How many laps is this? I should know this. I should know this. I actually put the thing together. 7 laps. Yeah, I'm going to go for the mediums. She's listening and watching that through my Discord. Quite frankly, she's all wrapped up and out of power to move anything besides her mouth. There's a joke in there, mate, and that's what she said.
That's what she said. That's what she said.
Well, if she can hear this would have been Katie's introduction. And also...
Hi, I'm Johnny Knoxville. Welcome to Jackass.
Just because it would have made sense. Hey, the Miss Hawkey's joining. Part of me is really perplexed by that statement, Cass. The other part is weirdly turned on. Scared, confused, and turned on. Okay, looks like we got some bods in the lobby now. Oh, nobody needs a jumbo one. 4 inches is enough for anyone. Right? Oh no, we're going to go now, Pedro. We're going to go now. Yeah, I'll wait for a minute or two. So I've got a lot of Italians and, well, a Mexican. 2 Brits, 2 Italians, a Mexican and a Portuguese man. Step into a bar. All hilarity ensues on GT7. The end. You said that Satan bend over enjoyed it quite nicely. All I can remember when people talk about Satan and jokes is the movie from South Park, and Saddam Hussein is basically really, really horny and living with the devil. And the Satan turns to him and goes, "Oh, sex is the only thing that matters to you." And Saddam Hussein just goes, "I love you." The Portuguese was the biggest idiot of them all. I don't know what you're on about, Pedro. Ziggy's not here. Bless him. We love our Zigster. Okay, so DRT Zazertech is quite quick. And I'm off the road again. And there goes Pedro. Finally put a good lap together. So we've got a lot of bods joining the room. Sarah's out on track. Ciao a tutti. The only reason why I know that is because Sebastian Vettel kept saying it all the time. There's nowhere in the rules saying that you have to not go on the gravel. Come on, get with it, Cass. Get with the program. Think like, you got to think outside the box. Okay, looks like we're going to get a full lobby at this point. We've got 10 on the rise, and on the rise. I wonder what car Zazer is in. I bet he's in the Supra. Like a little bitch. It's not F1 anyway, it's GT7. I'm in a Group 3 car. Up to 13 Road Warriors now. Phil McCrack enjoyed the long sausage, he says. Oh, nice. Well, that went well. Yeah, let's have a look at see what Zazertech is driving. More curious than anything. Yeah, and a Supra. Like a little bitch. Fair enough, man. Hey, we've got Miss Hawkey on track. Right, one more racer and then we're basically good to go. With a full lobby. Sarah's doing a demo derby. Sorry, Sarah. I always seem to go on board with her when she has a crash. Pedro, your ping is horrible, man. Occasionally it's a do-do-do-do-do-do. Na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Kind of deal. Do I go to Supra? I don't really want to. But I got to. I'll just have a chance of staying in the race. We came to the conclusion that the PS5 users are the issue. When you say we, did you mean you collectively and other PS4 users? No, 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 Batman! Oh, no. We've got a Louis in here. I knew he'd find us. Us collectively. Yeah, you mean you and the other PS4 owners. You won't be saying the same when you get a PS5. I know you won't. Good luck, everybody! God, the chaos behind. I am surrounded by Italians. I have no front grip at the moment, like absolutely none on the medium tyres. Also, doesn't help I haven't driven this car in about a week. And it's like Zazer attack. It's disappearing. Somewhere behind me in 6th is a Louis. Miss Sarah Hawkey being politically correct with the use of the word fudge. Wasn't too bad from my perspective. I've experienced worse round here on the first lap. Genuinely have experienced far, far worse. I'm not sure what's happened to Sarah though. Can't be good. Oh, there goes Christian, the Italian. That means Louis is right behind me. He's no doubt going to be on soft tyres and a heavy gas pedal. Yeah, I've had way worse than that, man. And you mean like the guy that went into the dividing pit wall? Yeah, I've had way, way worse than that, buddy. I'm lapping 2.5 seconds a lap slower than the Italian in front of me. Wow. You know when you got a a seasoned pro in the lobby. Oh crap! It's not me. Come on, we got this. Well, surprisingly, I only lost 2 places doing that. Yep, that's the one. Immediately at 8 asphalt. In this case, gravel trap. It was my own fault for getting distracted. At least we haven't got anyone in here that's got a ping of like 999. Which is why at the moment, Cass, I don't recommend you play GT7. I mean, you'll be in first place and last place simultaneously with that ping. Well, it's more the upload for you, isn't it? Not the ping. I think my race is with DMT Fanatec behind. Well, when you do get it, man, it'll be worth. It'll be great fun and worth a an evening or two. Loads of people just leaving the room now. Just what happens halfway through a race on a lobby. God, I had to take avoiding action there. Be the Alpha and the Omega. Well, seems to be travelling roughly the same sort of speed as Louis. So that would mean somebody's tyres are about dropping off. I'll take that as an absolute win. I forgot about the guy behind me, if I'm honest. Whoops. That was me merely eating asphalt or barrier. Okay, I'm not going to be able to forget about this dude. Ah, that would be a Floor Genius Gaming who's entered the lobby. What an absolute gent he is. Flawed by nature, flawed by name. Uh-oh. More iron and zinc. What more can a man want? Something hard and metally inside him. Wait a minute. Hard and metally inside someone. What more could a person want? That's what she said. Oh, yellow flag up ahead. Who's doing donuts? That'd be Louis. Either he's pulling a celebration donut or dropped it because of the soft tyres running out.
That's what she said.
Oh, someone's pushing hard. That's what she said.
That's what she said.
I'll take that. I'll take it. You know where we're going next, right? Worst takeout ever. Louis. Where's nice to see you on here? See, I didn't see any of that, I'm afraid, guys. Unfortunately, I didn't save the replay either, so I'm sorry I can't do that. We'll have a few dry races, I think, and then maybe the odd wet race. Just maybe. Sorry, Sayamu Troppy lag. Lag, I understand. So what happened, Pedro and Sarah? I'm guessing there was a lot of crap going on in the background in that one. And Louis, Sorry I caught you at the end. So one thing I've got to do is change something quickly. Well, it looks about good. Okay, yeah, that changing of settings thing is a pain in the ass when you can't do it. That's what the Italian... Sorry, we are going to leave because there's a lot of lag. Okay. Oh, lovely. I mean, from my point of view, it looked like you just drove clean into the wall, Pedro. However, if someone's lagged into you and I've not seen the lag, that would explain it. That would explain a lot. Well, it looks like, yeah, all the Italians have gone. That's weird. That feels odd. That does feel odd. Alright, let's see what's going on track. There's our Louis. Oh, Georgie Raymond. First off to my own heart. Racing the Corvette at night. Pedro in the Supra. Kite Surfer. Yeah, this looks a bit like a WRX special. Hello. ADR in the GTR. To be fair, I'd rather go soon with 10 that I want to race than 16 that are all going to drop out. Okay, Georgie Raymond didn't last in the Corvette. I'll do a lap and then we'll get started. You're not playing GT Sport Deal Hole. Played it earlier in the week. When I was looking for the cones. I only did like a dozen laps. It's amazing how quickly you get used to a slightly different format of game. It's amazing how much the physics factor in to your driving style. Well, it kind of makes sense, so I really shouldn't argue it. Yeah, going to be nowhere near Louis on the old qualifying time. But I am going to try and do as well as I can, even though I'm on the old medium tyres. Miss Hawkey's having fun facing the other way. So who... We don't have a flawed out on the... Oh, we do. He's up P3 at the moment. He's up... So Mr. Genius. So I really should not have played GT Sport during the week. Louis out there looking serene in P1. The Canadian deciding he wants to go backwards through.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
That's the one. Okay, so we're all good to go. Let's go! There really should be a button on that saying, are you sure you want to launch the race? Rather than just boom, go. It just feels wrong. It feels like it's an accident waiting to happen. Track limits around Austria. Yeah, brings back memories, doesn't it? Oh, why am I sat on pole? Oh, I didn't set a time. That wasn't on purpose. I tried to set a time, but I got a penalty. Louis already third. Didn't he start at the front? At the back, rather. I know what I meant. Okay, here we go. Come on, Luke. The track limits around Austria. Who would have thunk that would have been a problem? Oh, Louis in front of me and a floor genius behind. Devastating. Yeah, Louis serving his half-second penalty, which fortunately around here isn't too costly. I think I've saved enough fuel now. No chance of a wet session, thank God. Okay, yeah, going straight to third gear, coming out of that corner, looks like the best way to go. So we've got a race on here, ladies and gents. Maybe not for first, but for second and third. It's definitely on. Oh, I used a trick Lord taught me through turn 2 there, or turn 3 depending on your point of view. So, shame I didn't use my own trick of actually braking for the next corner. .4 to Louis, up front. Consistent lapping here. Looks like Flawed enjoys his liberal interpretation of turn 1 limits. Okay, must remember to brake for the corner properly this time. Hello, Flawed. Oopsie daisies. Because now all I can see is his headlights. Oh, Contagious 8 Gus has just left. Shame. We're coming for you, Pedro. Twice in 2 corners off at the same time. Twice in 2 laps at the same corner. Well, it's entertaining nonetheless, isn't it? What a floor would I have a penalty for? Oh, Floyd's lost it! Came up very sideways at T1. I got Pedro on my butt. Someone's feeling very racy. Oh, Louis pitted. Thought he might have to. That might give me a penalty for that one. Yep. Hey, Levitius is here as well. One absolute leg end himself. Got all the legends of Twitch here. The leg ends of Twitch. I just called you a leg end, mate. Good to see you. How you doing? For someone who had just started playing Gran Turismo when I first met you, you've done very well for yourself. I'm not doing too badly, man. How have you been? I mean, you been having fun? I do drop in your stream. I do drop in your streams and have a bit of a lurk occasionally. Hopefully in a non-creepy way. But I don't mind if people think I'm creepy. Because sometimes I just might be. And I appreciate you too, buddy, as well. You know that. Always. At the moment, look like we might be on for a podium here. Woo. I was fighting that cough for quite a while. But I've got a Pedro and a Louis on my butt, with a Flawed Genius just behind, and a Kite Surfer just in front. I think Kite Surfer, with his dead soft eyes, is struggling. And I'm not going to fight Louis that hard. Let him go. There's no point fighting him, he's on brand spanking new soft tyres. And this dude's soft tyres are dead. You can just tell he's got no grip at all. It's Floyd's birthday! Oh man! Bono, my tyres, my tyres! It's Floyd's birthday. I'll have to give him a birthday wish. Oh, he had no fuel as well. Have I got enough fuel? Yeah. Oh, by miles. I mean, I was short shifting for most of the first quarter of the race, so. God, it's galling having to hit on the second to last lap, isn't it? Absolutely galling. Yeah. The brakes are not working down into turn 3 at all now. It's alright, it's the final lap. It doesn't matter. Mama Lauda. Kite Surfer has just left the room. Oh, I've got no front tyres left. Oh, it's going to put me on the back foot. Pedro's going to come and get me. So I think he ran wide too. Works well for me. Enjoyed that. That was a good little race. Okay, I admit it, it's not a unique command, but I like it. I don't know why I'm dancing. Too many drugs. I mean, sweets. Yes, sweets. Sugar high. Yes, that's what it is. Is the fairy talking to me? Oh, let's pick another race. I'm enjoying this. So where should we go now? Somewhere. Oh, it's got to be Interlagos. I'll do. Oh, Louis doesn't like that one. Oh, well, never mind. We'll start at dawn instead. We'll change it a bit. Oh dear. No worries, man. It's always a pleasure having you even pop in. So you take care, buddy. Louis, the best thing you can do is run a really long Ethernet cable or get a power line adapter. I will talk to you about this when you're ready to do upgrades. Honestly, working off Wi-Fi when it comes to GT7, there are some days you get away with it and some days it is just terrible. So it's worth the investment in a power line adapter, which is an Ethernet adapter that works through the power socket, or just a really, really long Ethernet cable, which I plug in for special events, which I literally run. I'm upstairs, around the corner, up the stairs, and I run that Ethernet cable from my PS5 directly out the door, round the corner, down the stairs, round another corner, across the living room into the hub. Looks like a pile of shit, but it actually gives me semi-decent lag compared to what you've probably seen with me now. Is he the only one on track? Looks like. I'm going to go with a Nismo as well. I would say if you've got a Cat 6, it'll be fine. And they're quite cheap. I picked up a 30-meter Cat 7 one. I think it's for 20 quid. There'd be a little wee raid from a Mr. Flawed Genius Gaming. Flawed raid. He may be a flawed individual. Wait, no, that doesn't sound good. He may be a flawed in name, but he's not a flawed individual. And thank you for the shout out, Pedro. Flawed, thank you very much for the raid, buddy, and welcome raiders. And a big happy birthday to the flawed man himself. What shirt was he wearing, dare I ask? Was it a happy birthday one? Not that I'm going to keep mentioning it at all, but oh, Spurs. I don't actually follow football much anymore, but when I did, I was an Arsenal fan. Although I didn't really put much... Someone just crashed. I didn't put much worry into the local derbies and all that sort of thing. I just thought it was interesting. But, well, you're the main man as far as I'm concerned, man. Oh, come on, you got to love a bit of rivalry. It's a bit of fun. I mean, I come from the area in England where it's all Portsmouth versus Southampton, and I would never choose a team. At the end of the day, it's a bit of fun. It's a bit of sporting banter. Although people do get stabbed occasionally, but that's besides the point. And a big thank you to Flawed every single day. Actually, I haven't seen you since the WRL the other week. I haven't been on track with you anyway. That was really good fun, buddy. Let's get on track and do some laps. I'm not quite as good as Mr. Flawed is here. But we try our best. Pedro currently has wet tyres on, so that's going to go well. Yeah, I get you, man. Last week I did some lobbies for the first time in about 2, maybe 3 months. And the game was... Do you know what? I really enjoy the physics. I really enjoy the modes. A lot of the stuff they put in. But that lag and the lobby instability is such a pain in the arse. And do you know what? I can't be bothered with the dailies at the moment. I just haven't got the patience to sit there and do it. No worries, man. It's all good. Sorry, what was funny is that you got me one lap and Pedro got me the next lap. I was just sitting there laughing, if I'm honest. Anyone who hasn't already, check out these absolute leg ends from a Mr. Flawed Genius Gaming, Levitius, and also a Miss Sarah Hawkey. Always deserves a good shout. And Dadbod Racing TTV. Legends, leg ends, it's the same thing, man. Oh, you teleported through, Pedro? That's both very interesting and a little bit worrying at the same time. I do have a personal theory, and I was listening to you talk a while back, Mr. Flawed, saying that it's the instability in GT7 thanks to it being compatible for the PS4 and the PS5. My further theory is it's the Wi-Fi for some of the consoles. It's just, for some reason, it's massively amplified how much lag can happen on GT7 because of the also cross-compatible nature of GT7. I played GT Sport the other day and virtually lag-free. If it wasn't for all the extra modes and all the extra graphical updates, it'd be like, GT Sport would be well and truly dead. Well, I heard a theory many moons ago at this point that the dailies segregate the PS4 and PS5s, which would make sense why you don't suddenly get lag spikes, because everyone's all on the same console. That said, I think they allocate more server space to the dailies than they do to lobbies. I mean, let's be honest, they don't overly care if you're running a league or if you're competing in something other than a bit of fun. I think they get more prestige and more clicks on the Manus, the Nations, and the dailies. Unless they get some massive streamers running leagues. Are lobbies pay to play? No. I'm sure you mean. I'm sure you're meaning pay to play there, right? Peer to peer. Don't know. In all honesty, I don't know the logistics of it, I'm afraid. And hello, KD. Good to see you as well, buddy. Order the cable. Sweet. You're going to run it straight from the PS5 to the hub? Right behind you, buddy. Never mind. I only need a 1 meter cable. Ah, that's fine. Oh yeah, you'll be fine, mate. You could get away with a Cat 5 cable. You only need to run a Cat 6 or 7 cable, particularly if you want massively increased speeds and longer distance. I'm trying to think of the correct word. I can't think of the correct words, never mind. Signal integrity. Yeah, the 1 meter cable will do you fine, buddy. If you don't want a massive cable running through your house, you could use the option of Ethernet powerline adapters. I actually do use them. It's what I'm using right now. However, when it comes to like the leagues for both yourself, Lord, and the one that Sabre hosted on Thursdays a couple of weeks ago, I always reverted to just a single cable straight to the hub just to get the best possible signal I could, because with Powerline adapters, they work well. I definitely got better speeds and less ping with a direct cable. Not by much. I'm not saying Powerline adapters are terrible, because they're not, but I think with this game you need to give the game every single advantage you can get. So I ran a Cat7 cable all the way out the door, round the corner, down the stairs, directly to the hub. And it helped, but it wasn't needed. And you got a Cat6, £4. Oh yes, easy as. Amazon? Yeah, the lag issue is just weird, and the best explanation I've heard is from Flawed himself. But what is bad is I did see a post the other day saying, because obviously the FIA are very much tied into official leagues and esports with Polyphony and GT Sport and GT7, and they were apparently mutually agreeing to end their contract, which to me just says, yeah, they know there's a problem. That means that either they've given up working on it, or they're not going to fix it anytime soon. Which is sad. But I'm ever hopeful. I mean, I can understand why anyone would take a break from GT7. However, there are other options out there. There is obviously ACC and whatnot, which I now have, but I'm going to set up my wheel and play that, because allegedly that's something you must play on a wheel. And I get it, particularly if it's much more sim action related. But we keep coming back to GT because there's so many good things about it. There's so many pluses. A lot are moving to ACC and iRacing. You only have to look at Sabre for that. I do think when the lobbies are sorted out here, a lot of them will come back. And you've got R Factor as well. Project Cars, if you go that way. Yeah, I do think if they fix the lobbies, Polyphony will potentially put so much money into making the game grade A status again. They'll get all new tracks and, you know, develop loads more options, that it could become as good a meta, if not better, than GT Sport very quickly. But we'll see. Oh, Forza. I forgot about Forza. So I don't race on the Xbox anymore. Used to love Forza Motorsport too. Let's see what the Hawkie's up to. Nothing. See what the Pedro's up to. I reckon if everyone moved to Forza on Xbox, Sony, or and then yeah, they would. I mean, that's my point. I think at this point they know it is so bad they are going to have to really pull people in, and they're going to eventually get the lobby sorted, and then they're going to release so much content, it's going to make people want to be on GT. Other than seeing this, Pedro, get an Ethernet cable, please. Ah, Mighty Saiyan, Super Saiyan. Good to have you here, and welcome. Did you come across with the raid from Flawed? If not, hi. Either way, hi. And please check out so many of the mods that are in this chat, from Flawed Genius to Levitius to Sarah Hawkey to Dad Mod Racing TTV. It's all a good community. If anyone wants to come and join the Discord and join the chat, you're more than welcome, which I'll put a link to here for you. You can find loads of us in there quite often, usually having a chat and gander and a chat about F1 and whatnot. Pedro, buy an Ethernet cable, man. Jesus. And if you do like what you see, feel free to give us a follow, and again, the rest of the community at large. Never offend. Right, let's get this race underway. Pedro has left the room. Wasn't expecting that. You coming back, Pedro? I don't want to race into Lagos without you. And allegedly that is how you pronounce Interlagos for the Brits in the Portuguese accent. Ish. Yeah, we've got a Miss Hawkey on track. Worth a follow on Twitch as well. Currently racing in the CCSR Ladies League. Yes, and I completely agree with that, Katie. I did see that this is a non-rain track. That is just blasphemy. I mean, I think if they had it at Monza, it'd be a bit much. I imagine turn 1 at Monza. I mean, that would just be... Oh, looks like Sarah's clip glitch. Oh, there we go. Stacking the clips, eh, Pedro?
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh fuck!
I've seen that clip before. Oh, good times, Lord. Lord, you still got Pedro, you still got wet tyres on, buddy. And there is our very own Mr. Dadbod Racing, who is a member of the Dadbod Racing team with me, and Batman R33 292, and Mr. Bila Dorada Ziggy. Ah, there's our South African gent. Wait, actually, I'm struggling to see that. Is it him? Oh, it is. But it's like on a tiny little bit of monitor for me. Alright, let's get this race on the go. And Pedro, you're on wet tyres, buddy. It doesn't rain here. Sadly. I mean, there's so many tracks on this game I'd love to see wet racing on. Just from... There he goes. I think there's 8 that have it on. 6 to 8 or somewhere around there. And most of the European ones, I think. Unfortunately, I haven't experienced it on all of them, but yeah. But yeah, Floor, did you say GT Sport lag free? Yeah. Well, no. Lag free compared to GT7, shall we say. Alright, let's go. Start race. I mean, we all loved our GT Sport back in the day. And it's unfair to compare GT7 to GT Sport and vice versa. However, we want all the positive aspects of GT Sport. I mean, we expected that as a minimum. And what I want to do is stop having this conversation that every time we play GT7, it's like, it's not GT Sport. Unfortunately, I bring it up, it's because I get annoyed at what's going on the screen. I think we all do. Sarah, of course, goes the other way, sweetie. Oh god, what's that blue text? Oh Jesus. Oh Jesus. Bye, Louis. That was a bit of a first corner. Yeah, I still got the WRL livery on. It's partially the fact I like it, and partially I couldn't be bothered to change it. And I haven't been playing GT7 enough to warrant changing it, so I'm just going to stick with it for the meantime. Gives you a bit of free advertising, buddy. Even if it is me going backwards. Oh, Oh, I took that corner way too slow. Oh, it's just as well, man, because if you're going to say I was banned from it, I'd have to stop the lobby. Okay, now, race on. Medium tyres for myself. I don't know what everyone else around me is on. I presume Header is on medium. He does tend to prefer the medium tyre. And he's right on my tail, which is always fun. And one thing you're all going to say is, he takes some strange lines through these corners. I know, I'm on controller. That's how I drive. Get used to it. And if you want to get used to it even more, hit that like button. Don't murder the Mexican. Don't murder the Mexican. Don't murder the Mexican. Don't murder myself. Don't murder myself. I have a G29. I just never use it. I had a problem with the accelerator once, and it kind of hasn't gone back out since. It's sat over there. I really enjoy it. I love the immersion from a wheel. I'm quicker on a controller. And the problem is, when I was racing the CCSR leagues, speed was very much of the essence. I mean, I know full well I get worse tyre wear, but over the course of a race, the increased or reduction in tyre wear that I got from using the wheel wasn't comparable to the increase in speed I kept virtually with the controller. But it's all personal preference. I mean, I know, KD, you're a controller person, aren't you? I know the guy in second, Louis, Mr. Dadboard Racing TTV. Looks like Pedro just got murdered. Louis is also a controller racer. I'm glad that you see the logic at least. Looks like that Rockefeller 1899 is rocking out of his proverbial out and just disappearing off in the lead. I've got to be careful what I say because I tend to attract bans. Well, not bans, but I tend to say the wrong thing sometimes. That's fair, man. You'd be surprised how many people are very, would you say, passionate about using a wheel and only a wheel. Like, you're wrong if you're good with a controller. I've encountered a few of them, and I get it. I really do. But I've just grown up with, you know, like 20, 25 years on F1 games and rally games and all that on a controller. So, for me, it's second nature. I mean, if I was a full-time streamer, if I was a full-time pro racer, yes, I would be on a Fanatec direct drive wheel, all expenses You know, no expense spared. But I don't have the time to practice, and I don't have the funds to do so. I'm quite happy with the controller, so in the meantime, it'll do. If Pedro, if you are out there, buddy, I hope you're all right, and you come back for the next race. So I know you got pinged off there a little bit, but we want you back, man. And for those that are, all of you that are on the raid and new, please feel free to have a little play with the redeems. You can change the lights in the background. You can play some clips. There's some commands. Enjoy. F1 on the Super Nintendo. Was that the Senna one or the Nigel Mansell one? Because I remember playing the Nigel Mansell one. And I had the Nigel Mansell Super Nintendo IndyCar game. Oh, that's retro. Yeah, there is always one person. And those are usually people getting spanked by the controller players. You get the same argument when it comes to first-person shooters. You get all the keyboard players say, oh, you get auto-aim in a controller, it's not fair. And those are the same people that have scripts running on the keyboards to give them various enhancements on there. So, swings and roundabouts. But mighty saying, oh man, you triggered memories there for me. When I say I've been playing sim racing for over 20 years, I mean, I don't really count the Super Nintendo or the Nintendo 64, but I do remember specifically playing in 1996-97 F1 pole position on the N64, and my god was it bad. I went back and played it last year just for 10 minutes, and it was like, oh my god, how could we race this? Yes, and mice can switch the camera so much quicker, but yet they complain about controller players being able to auto-aim and whatnot. No matter which method you use... Oh, see you later, Miss Hawkey. No matter which method you use, there's always someone that says the other person has the advantage. I mean, in this game, it is true that controllers, I think for the most of the life of the game so far, have had an advantage, but it won't stay that way. Especially, it was especially so when, I think it was update 1.16, that the force feedback was turned down on the wheels. So it's really screwed. You know, with the wheel drives. Oh, bless you, Sarah. You can drive any day. Just you've been playing GT Sport this week, so give yourself a bit of credit. I actually haven't ever played Tokka. I think you've mentioned it before, though, haven't you? I don't know which platform it's on. Let's see if we can get URL Drummer 88. 2 laps to go. I've got nice, fairly fit medium tyres. Yeah, do you know what, Katie? I think you've hit the nail on the head there. You can get more out of the wheel with practice, whereas there's a lower ceiling with a controller, particularly when it comes to tyre wear. Unless you are, you know, a once in a generation person who can get tyre wear and speed out of controller. A proverbial Lewis Hamilton or Vettel of front end go of GT7. Looks like our Louis M is right up behind Rockefeller. Come on, Louis, see if you can snatch that win off him. I'm looking at the map more than what I'm doing. That's not good. And just for you, Louis, for the next one, we're going to go to Tokyo. Because I haven't raced there in GT7 yet, so it's going to be fun. It's a shame we didn't have one more lap, so I think I could have got URL. Yeah, his tyres were dropping off something chronic there. So I've got a fairly consistent pace there, 32.9, then suddenly dropped off, 34.1, 34.2, 34.6, 35.0, 35... Okay, my pace was dropping off actually. Oh, Louis, you did it! Good man, high five. And I can see... Oh, exclamation point GG, and you'll hear that, buddy. Mighty saying. Louis, I foresee in the future a redeem with a certain Ace Ventura happening. Do I see it happening? Do I feel it happening? Maybe I can taste it happening. I don't know which. He's not going to do it now, is he? Thank you, Louis. Sometimes my father would smack me if I didn't place in the top 5 in racing games. That is domestic abuse. That is technically a domestic abuse, but did it make you quicker? Or just really quick at ducking? Maybe you got to remember the 5 Ds of dodgeball. Dodge, dive, duck, dip, and dodge. Oh, yeah. Okay, you know, yeah, you get Tokyo now. Just for you, buddy, if I can find the fracker. Tokyo, where are you? I'm looking straight past it, aren't I? There we go. What was one we always did? It was that one. South clockwise, so it goes up to the right. Yeah. Boom. I don't think we do as many laps because it's a long circuit. But what does it do? Weather. Does it do weather? You don't have wet weather at Tokyo. Oh, come on. Seriously. Alright. Alright, Tokyo it is. And perhaps this is for you, Louis. I've got to down a can of Coke. Cheers all. There's a spider on my ceiling. Really big one. Ha! Nearly went in the bin. Woo! Just when I get 2 of those in relatively quick succession, there is a time delay on the redeem that you'll just watch me sit here going, oh god, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Our Roses did that to me the other day. Pedro did just redeem I'm Blue, but it didn't work for some reason. That's weird. Let's try that again. Now it works. Excuse me. I almost caught you, drummer. Yeah, I fixed it. I think Lumia Stream had shut itself down, which it sometimes does. And here we see the GT7 lag at its best. Doing a Zoidberg down the road. Sadly, I haven't got my old hotkeys attached to this one anymore. Otherwise, I'll be playing Zoidberg. But as Zach Brannigan once said, once again we meet at last. GTA isn't even this bad. No. But the good thing is, we're going to have a bit of a test subject here. Sorry about this, Louis. But you can see Louis is running a PS5 on Wi-Fi, which is next door, like this, a meter. But he's going to go over to a Ethernet cable as soon as that arrives from eBay. So any time between now and the next 6 months, we'll see. I'm kidding. eBay's actually quite good. It often arrives within 2 or 3 days. Not quite prime, but close enough. And we'll see. If you get a reduction in lag and stutter, then we're going to know if Ethernet is much better or not. We will find out. You can just hear it, can't you? Right, I'm going to do this one and one more. And then we'll send a raid to whomever is on at the time. Because I just realised it is now 25 to 1 in the morning, so 36 minutes past me o'clock. I am midnight. And I have to be up at 8:30 in the morning. So I want to get some sleep tonight. So let's get this beast underway. Might only be 5 of us, but let's do this. Do you know what? I'm going to be a little bit sneaky. I'm going to try. Let's go on board with the Louis. If anyone wants to, please check out Dadbod Racing TTV. It's this dude under one of his other accounts. I thought I recognised him. Whereas I've been off GT racing for several months, and it is, you know, remembering names and faces, as it were. It's good. So we'll let Lewis finish his first lap. Let's go into the race. Sod it. Let's just go for it. Who is on that I can give a raid to? Stevie Wonder's playing Wreckfest. That'd be good. Yankee Empire's playing Gran Turismo 7. One of those gents. I bet everyone knows Stevie Wonder GT. To be fair, I do owe him a couple of raids. I think it's time to give Stevie a raid. Uh-oh. Looks like it's wet on track. But damage is on light around here. Look like he's that lag. Oh. Soon, I do want to have a conversation about GT7 that doesn't involve the word lag. Someone didn't know when to brake. Hi, Louis. If you can't go around them or through them, push them out of the way, isn't it? You little shit. Sounded like a big hit. We both got through there somehow. Come on, Louis. I know you've got a bigger fight in you than this. Don't put me in the wall, please. Was what I'm hearing. I'm not sure if it's lag or him hitting the wall. God, that gear change sounds horrible. Wasn't me. Gave you plenty of room. Oh, shit. Launch. Launch. Whoopsie daisies. Come on, light damage, repair yourself. Ooh, too fast through there, buddy. I think he's gone now, though. Oh, shit. Way. Trying to put the power down while going around the corner in GTRs, akin to just driving on a skid pan. But if anyone who's new likes a bit of F1, please feel free to check out this channel. Myself and various guests, from Sarah Hawkey to Pedro to Stephen C to Roses, whomever. We do F1 watch-alongs for the qualifying and for the race. The qualifying when I'm not working on a Saturday. So please feel free. There is more F1 specific content coming to my YouTube and to Twitch. So stick around. Please come and join us. We do enjoy a good chat. A good giggle. Whoops. trying to check my fuel. That was the wrong time to do it. One thing I have noticed on GT7 is how many people run with the braking markers that are all over the track. I can't stand them. And I, on GT Sport, ran with the cone markers. I mean, there was something off to the side of their track which showed you roughly where to brake. I mean, not accurately, just around about here within 5-10 metres. Just so you didn't shoot on and kill someone at, say, turn 1 at Monza. Which was great for me. And then they took it away for this one and replaced it with big, luminous red markers across the track. This is not for me. Yeah, a bit easier through there this time. Louis 31-2. 33.8. How the hell are you so fast, Louis? And what's insulting is I'm an A-rated driver on my day. Come on, gotta get to the chopper. Exclamation point, chopper. How is my lap 2 seconds? 1.9 slower than Louis. Dear God, man. I think I'm doing myself justice as well. I'm not racing slowly. I'm not dropping back at 1,000,000 miles a second. At least it's consistent, I guess. Oh, so we're going R4M guy joining the lobby. That's always interesting. True story. I remember, it's always a GT Sport story with me. I remember racing a certain daily race, race C, at Austria about this time last year in GT Sport. And I was really stoked because I was in the top-ish flight and I saw a Mr. Super GT sitting in P1 or P2. So, I'm in another, it wasn't my first one, but I'm in a race with Super GT. I'm quite proud of myself. Then I realised, I'm Midnight ISO, then I realised there was an R4M Midnight ISO starting alongside Super GT. There's a certain person that has multiple accounts on GT Sport, and now GT7 it seems. A certain Louis M who's at the top here, who proceeded to have his way with Mr. Super GT that day. I was getting questions for months after that one. Oh dear, that was fun though. Good times. Thanks for that one, Louis, by the way. Back in the days of... I didn't say hello to Team Gran Turismo Guatemala. Greetings. Sorry, I forgot I actually didn't say hello to you. My bad. Black Cobra 500. Thank you for the follow. Celebration parts. I'm so immature. I kind of forgot that the avatars did that every time. There's always one more. Oh, that was Cass. Of course it was. And now, Black Cobra, now that you're a follower... Yes, we know it's horrible lag, man. Now that you're a follower, you can change your avatar of exclamation point avatars. So please help yourself. There's loads in there, from Pokemon to Mortal Kombat to racing cars to dinosaurs, everything you can possibly imagine. Final Fantasy characters, Resident Evil characters. Same goes for you, Max Man. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the community. Jesus. Right, one last one for the road. I'm not going to do Watkins because that's going to be fracking mad. I kind of want to do St. Croix. Apparently it's St. Croix, if you pronounce it correctly, but I don't care. It's got an X in it. I'm pronouncing it. Is that the one I want? Is that the one I want? The one I really, really want? Yes, it is. And we're going to go for number B. Number B, letter B, whatever. Shut up! Could this one go to night? Ooh. We'll try that. Does it have weather? It'd be weird if it did. No, it doesn't. We'll start with sunset. No, we'll start with evening. We'll go to like times 25. That'll do. Sod it. The lobby's been really quite stable this time. It's actually not tried to block me or throw me out so far. It's quite weird. Anywho, I'm rambling. So thank you, the two ladies or gents that have just followed, Black Cobra 500 and Maxman 007. Prefer 006 myself, but I won't hold it against you. FYI, GoldenEye, the best Bond film of all time. Kulish, you have like the worst luck of any human alive, I swear. Okay, maybe Katie the Dented Lemur. Oh, shout out for Dented Lemur. And yourself, Kulish. Somebody should shout both of those people out. Actually, I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll do it live. There you go.
Hey, Kay, check the TV. Any of them.
Alright. Oh, that's us, y'all. Shit. Y'all look bad as fuck. They got like news drones on y'all, son.
Right, let's get this race underway. Lag is a way of life. Where is... There it is. That's supposed to be a sad face. Any ties, buddy. Any ties. You say, but the other day I found a 50p worth 4.5 grand in collectible. Well, there's your PC build, man. Oh, okay. So what you're explaining to me now is karma. Yay, I've won this. Followed by hit by a bus. Also, ow. Ooh. Scotching. Is our Louis not on track? Is our Louis gone? No, he is here. Or did I just miss him? Oh, there he is. just realised I never did get a shiny... I never did get a shiny Pokemon card, ever. And I must have spent probably £100 on Pokemon cards over a year or so, which is way, way less than other people, but because I never got one, I went ass on it. Could you not get one of your parents to sell them for you? Or I'll sell them for you, and I'll give you all of the profits. I would actually, but it's besides the point. Well, the good thing is about those sort of Pokemon cards and all is they go up in value the longer you hold on to them. So maybe in about 200-300 years they'll be worth about the same as a house. Or maybe a society would have moved on from Pokemon cards by then. I mean, I personally thought they were going to die out around about the year 2005. Nope, still going. Then again, people in the 80s predicted video games would die out after the crash before the NES. Louis, you are a dick sometimes, but we love you. Alright. There is bite bug. I'm trying to think of the name of it. It's like it's like a lip balm thing that you on that. I'm thinking like mosquito bites, aren't I? There's stuff you can put on them. There is life hacks with people that claim life hacks that you can put some. Oh, vinegar might be one, or I could be talking about my ass. Next to an ocean. Not ideal. Go for a swim. He on it. No, wait, that's jellyfish. Well, that was chaos. And death. And death. And death. Oh, not quite death. Deathish. Oh, you gotta love seeing Croy first sector. It's like, oh, Louis is gone. It's like, I'm racing for second and third. They may not plant lava near the sea, the ocean and whatnot. Although I live by the sea and I can definitely verify we get mosquitoes. They may not plant them there, but they do definitely fly there. No pun intended. Oh, why did I change down? I didn't need to do that. Oh, they definitely live near rivers, mate. And fast-moving water, yes, they can't lay the lava. However, there are always... Where there's water, there's more water. So if we get a river, you get stagnant pools somewhere. Or moist ground where they can lava up. No pun intended. So, you know, it's going to be one of those They're everywhere. If mosquitoes are out, you're going to get bit. I've never raced here in the dark. So this is going to be a first. I mean, I gotta say that GT7 is just so gorgeous with so many of the visuals. Yes, it's this track. Yeah, I mean, you either are or you aren't, and I am. I mean, when I first discovered it, I was like, what is this piece of shit? And then I did a couple of dailies around it, and I just found myself getting into the flow of the course. And so many people just, on the dailies, yeet themselves off to oblivion because of good old Barrier. I'm like, all I gotta do is stay on the track. And I just learned to love it. And I genuinely do adore most of the corners on this course. To the point where we're racing in a CTSR, me and the buddies were racing the Genesis, the Hyundai Genesis around here, and I bloody loved it. However, we had a GTR group, and they were racing the GTR, and it was up to 2 seconds a lap quicker, and there was nothing we could do about it. I mean, at all. Jay Minsler, good to see you again, buddy. Oh, I got an update for you on Miss Dented Lemur, which I'll get to in a minute. The PlayStation is worth it, man, for the right thing. Not for this game yet. If you haven't got a PS5 or a PS4, don't get one just for this just yet. It's not ready. This game is still not finished, basically. Anywho, the Dented Lemur has gone and dislocated her shoulder. So she's a little bit accident prone at the moment. Oh. That was nearly a big mistake. Yeah, there were some thunderstorms yesterday and lightning right outside my caravan. It sounded like a bomb and I literally felt it. A bolt, bomb, bolt, either or. It's when you can taste it there's a problem. Why do I taste metal? Oh, Pedro's in the race. I didn't realise you were there, man. I thought you'd gone for the night. I hear you, man. Some are just more accident prone than others. Just ask the woman with the dislocated shoulder. It's PS2. One of our streamer friends, Miss Mandy Moo Moo 32, cracked out a PS2 earlier on, trying to get it working. And I found a stat online. I think it was something like 144 million PS2s were sold. So it's like one of those stats, like you're always within a metre of a rat. Chances are you're always within 4 metres living in a populated area of a PS2. I mean, they are just everywhere. I mean, I had 2 of the sons of bitches. But, James, if you're honestly thinking about getting yourself a PlayStation, the PS5 is a good console. I would not go for a PS4, not because it's not the new thing, but it's just because I don't think it's like pound for pound, as it were, as good as the PS5. There's a lot of problems with the PS4. Like, I enjoyed the games on it, but there was a lot of finicky moments of it. Like it's just a space heater. It kicks out so much heat. I mean, you might as well have a heater in your room, for starters. Hypothetically, PS2 should be dirt cheap, but the problem is people collect them. It's the same as like finding N64s and whatnot. They come in so many colours, people collect them as soon as they come on eBay. Yeah, I went to Xbox for many years as well. I changed from the PS... Oh, shit. I did have a PS3, but the problem is it had such a problem with game availability and whatnot that I... Hello. That I ended up going back to the Xbox 360 because none of my friends were on PlayStation then. It just didn't happen. And I loved my 360. I didn't love the PS3. I loved some of the solo games on it, but I did not love it for online gaming. The PS4 did fix a lot of that. But the one thing I hate about the PS5 is the interface. I do not like it. PS5 does have issues, but at least you can expand the storage on it for starters. I mean, anyone claiming that the PS5 doesn't have issues is blind. But, you know, I would agree with you. PC is probably the better thing at the moment. However, consoles, I wanted to play GT Sport, and the only way to do it was on the PS5. GT7. Still... Ah, crap. Nearly every time. Whew. Oh, my medium tires are running out. I loved the PS3 interface. To the point where I emulated my icons on my desktop for my PC the same way as a PS3, just because it made a lot of sense and I just liked it. I don't like that corner on this game. Yeah, so simple and nice. Simple and pretty. Just like me. Too bad Sony would do a Microsoft and make their games and stuff available on PC. Yeah, it's a shame they don't. However, Microsoft have the benefit of being Xbox and PC, so they can release for both and it doesn't affect them too much. Either way, with Xbox Game Pass, they corner such a large percentage of the market that no matter if you choose PC or Xbox, they're still getting your money. Whereas Sony, the only thing they can do is buy the rights to a lot of games and make it PSN only. So you go for the PlayStation. The problem is you then end up in a console PC war thing where the consumers don't really win. It is a shame one way or another, but at least with the advent of like crossplay, sometimes it doesn't matter, but it's always been the same. You have one console or the other, someone wins, someone doesn't. They are now, yes. This is why they can be crossplay. It wouldn't have happened with, say, like the PlayStation 3 in particular and the Xbox 360, because the Xbox was based on PC architecture, more or less, and the PlayStation 3 had the cell architecture, which was radically different. Very similar in concept to how performance in the E-cores are to modern day Intel chips, as far as I believe, as far as I know. So the PS3 was many years ahead. Just no one knew how to develop for it. It's true. Good win there, Leary. Dominant again. That is true. With so many games already being cross-platform, I mean, Forza, as PlayStation has Gran Turismo. But if they let those merge, there would be cross-platform and there would be a whole new world. Yeah. I do absolutely agree. I don't think it's going to happen, though. As much as we would like it. At the end of the day, it always comes down to a business decision. I would love to see Gran Turismo on PC. Andrew, it said you were in that one for some reason, but you weren't. Weird. Yeah. But yeah, it won't happen unless they sell off Polyphony, which is not probably going to happen, and the console defeated by Xbox and Nintendo. I'd love it. I do agree, man. But it's only if the PlayStation dies, frankly. Do you know what? If anyone has come to PlayStation specifically for GT7, they're going to leave very disappointed. And it's going to leave a bad taste in the mouth for a lot of people for a long time. Just for the sheer fact. It's laggy as fuck. But you can see inherently, GT7 is popular. I mean, there's so many options, there's so many good things in the game. I want to love it. I'm at that point, I'm trying to ignore the flaws just to race it. I mean, the community around it is big. And it's not because that's not me being, I want to be a big streamer and all that sort of thing. It's just a fun community to be a part of. And that's the only reason. When I'm a variety streamer, I stream a variety of games because I want to play a variety of games. I keep coming back to GT and whatnot because it is good. It's just a lot of issues with it until they get the updates out of the way. I went from Gran Turismo 4 to Forza Motorsport 2, upgrading from the PS2. I didn't play much on the PS3. I went straight to the 360, and then I get PS3 later. And then, yeah, I went to Forza Motorsport 2. Yeah, both games in their own way. Yeah, and as we said earlier on, Louis, it's very much down to, I believe, that the dailies are segregated to PS4, PS5. They are just segregated, and more allocation of the bandwidth for the servers is allocated to both of those, and like the dregs is allocated to the lobbies. So, yeah. And I genuinely think at this point they should give us an option of being PS4, PS5 lobbies. Anyone's on a PS4, unfortunately, can't race in this lobby. I don't like saying that, but I think for the stability of anyone who wants to race a league, that needs to be an option. But never mind. Anywho, Levitius, absolute legend, absolute gent. It's been a pleasure. And just like I said the other day, GT7 is to create an open world free roam. Yeah, do you know, I could see them doing it at some point. I could see them doing it. Anywho, let's go for a raid. Manu are together though. Yeah, it's the same as the dailies. I think that's exactly the same problem. Forza Motorsport 3 sucked. I hated it. I really did hate it. I loved number 2. Didn't like number 3. Anywho. Right, who is online? Who can we give a raid to? So a big thank you to Floor Genius for the raid earlier. Big thank you to the Dented Lemur for the sub earlier on. And to Maxman007 and Black Cobra 500, thank you for the follows. Anyone who wants to stick around, please do. Check out loads of bods that have been around here all night. Dad Bod Racing TTV. Miss ZTR Miss Air 2, always worth a follow. I can see her walking around down here. Just come, that little magic harp down there. There it is. There it is. Yeah. Always worth a follow, especially if you want some high swearing action. It's always quite entertaining. Kulios worth a follow. So many good people around here. Anywho, Horizon Series. Right, it's been a pleasure, Jay Minsler. Again, if you need any Milltown? Question mark. If you need, oh, is that someone to raid? Uh, 420 TTV. Oh, okay, yeah. Sophie is an utter legend. So I'm guessing you're on about Milltown JP 420 TTV. Is that who you're recommending? For some reason my Nightbot's being weird today. It's blocking a load of things.
The return of the Y-boner with a vengeance.
Right. Yes, right, okay. We'll give Milltown a raid. Not a fan, that's the wrong word. I'm not familiar with Milltown, but this will be an interesting one. So let's do that. Right, let's go for a raid. Thank you all. It's been fun. Have a good night. And see you all later. Apparently there's a alien here.